the legacy of slavery, Jim Crow, discrimination in almost every institution of our lives, that casts a long shadow, and that's still part of our DNA. That's passed on. We're not cured of it. Racism. We are not cured of.
Clearly.
And it's not just a matter of it not being polite to say nigger in public. That's not the measure of whether racism still exists or not. It's not just a matter of overt discrimination.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the soundbite of the day at least, and the story of the day. Joining us now is our friend Michael Meyers, president of the New York Civil Rights Coalition, New York Daily News columnist who just lost his earpiece, but that's okay. Good to see you, my friend.
Good seeing you.
All right, your reaction to the president's statement there.
My reaction to the president, he was on a comedy show, WTF. What does that mean? Whew. This man
demeans... It was a podcast comedy show, yeah.
This man, meaning this president, he demeans the office. He demeans the presidency. It's a disgraceful performance on his part. This feigned repetition and reiteration of the past. He lives in the past. He lives in the past before he was born. America is not what Dylan Roof represents. That is racial hatred. That's not America. And the president should be bigger than this, broader than this, but he's not. He is full of racial rhetoric, racial division. He doesn't unite. He's a polarizing figure, and thank goodness, in less than 2 years, this nightmarish of a presidency will be done with.
All right, he used the N-word.
Yes, he did. He used the word nigger.
All right, and
but that's because he has a ghetto mentality, and he trades in racial rhetoric.
Why did he use the word?
Because he has a ghetto mentality. I think he wants headlines. He wants to shock people, and at some point he'll be urging us to ban the word because he already used it. So everybody else can't use it because only I can use it. Oh, I'm Barack Obama.
Now, well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, there are people who might think this. Here's a guy who wouldn't care if there was some unrest this summer. Might feel it's justified. Might feel that people have a right to protest and take to the streets during a long, hot summer. So on the first day of summer, in the wake of a shooting of a black church, historic black church by a white person, the president of the United States comes out and uses the N-word. Calculated?
I don't know. I think it's unwitting or witting, depending on your point of view of Barack Obama. I just think it's ignorance. The man is ignorant. The man is a nightmarish of a president. He demeans the presidency. I have to repeat myself. So I don't understand how any president of the United States could jump up there and just start talking about this and that. In my community, they have an expression, and I'll be nice on your
Please, yes.
Negro, please.
Okay. So that's okay.
They don't usually say Negro, please, but please.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Confederate flag.
Yeah. Okay.
Nikki Haley, Lindsey Graham, they're all now on board with getting rid of the Confederate flag in South Carolina. What's your take on it?
My take is, look, Dylan Roof doesn't represent the South. He doesn't represent white people. Dylan Roof, I don't even think he's crazy. I regard him as a stupid lowlife, confessed murderer, period. Now, with respect to the Confederate flag, this is the illiberal liberal autocracy talking here. It's the pusillanimous conservatives. They want to distract from the main issues. They want to go into chase symbols. Now, what if Dylan Roof were parading the American flag? Huh? Like some bigots paraded and wore the American flag in terms of the anti-busing fanatics in Boston. What if he did that? Are we going to ban the American flag because this lunatic, this crazy man that they call a crazy man, this racist, this murderer, this confessed murderer, this lowlife, stupid lowlife?
Well,
no,
okay.
you don't ban words.
Well, Hillary gave a speech on race and all that, yet Hillary is running for president.
Yeah.
Her husband signed Confederate Flag Day into law when he was governor of Arkansas. Hillary stood under that flag, and Bill Clinton did a couple of other things as well. Let's look at, first of all, right here. We have him signing the Confederate Flag Day. We have that graphic up. Okay, maybe we don't have it.
We don't.
Oh, there it is. And there's the Confederate Flag Day signed into law. And now listen to his defense of Robert Byrd. When he eulogized Robert Byrd for joining the KKK, he defended Byrd joining the KKK. Listen, we don't have the cut. Okay? Well, believe me, take my word for it. He did do it. He said, you know what? He said, you know what? He was trying. Here it is.
There are a lot of people who wrote these eulogies for Senator Byrd in the newspapers, and I read a bunch of them, and they mentioned that he once had a fleeting association with a Ku Klux Klan. And what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. He was a country boy from the hills and hollows of West Virginia. He was trying to get elected.
He was trying to get elected, so it was okay for him to join the Ku Klux Klan, because I'll tell you what it means. Bill Clinton said he was trying to get elected. Yeah. So my question to you is, so where's Hillary being called out now for having been First Lady of a state that signed it into law and celebrated it, whose husband defended a KKK member who was the speaker, the leader, majority leader of the Senate? How does she skate on this?
They all skate. And
no, they don't all skate. If the Republicans don't skate.
They skate. I mean, Bill, the fact that he used this guy as his talking point in terms of a eulogy, we know he was a former segregationist. A lot of people were former segregationists, but they're former segregationists. Why go way back and resurrect this as if to say that America is a racist nation? This is what bothers me. You have the Clintons, you have the New York Times, you have all the major media saying America is still a racist country. We're not.
Based on this one.
It's one guy who doesn't represent no
Michael
white
Meyers,
people.
great to talk to you. The panel's next. Don't go away.
The panel.